What up, movie disciples and good people of YouTube? Movie Messiah here with another episode of Movie Mondays, episode 3. And well, if you can't tell, my co-host G isn't here at the moment. Hopefully he'll be calling in soon. But we do have another guest who's actually a great friend. He's been on the channel a couple times. We have my dog, Mr. Ryan Kirshner, aka ATL Rain. He's a Twitch and gamer streaming. He does his thing. He's been killing it, and he's getting right back into it. So he has his own YouTube channel out as well. So you want to follow that, you can. I'm gonna try to drop everything I can when we do that. What's up, dog? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Just surviving the quarantine. Almost at the end, hopefully. Light at the end of the tunnel. I actually saw a funny meme today about that. It was the scene from Toy Story 3 when Andy was driving away from the toys.
Yeah.
And it says it shows Andy and it says ending of quarantine. And it's like, see you later, guys. And then like the next one is all the toys on Bonnie's porch. Yeah. And underneath it, it's like spare time, free time, sleeping, gaming, memes. And it's like, bye, pal. And it's just like that harsh reality of what we've been able to reconnect with through quarantine. And then like, it's about to end. Like, well, hopefully it's about to end, but it's good laugh. If you haven't seen that, I'll send it to you, but it's good.
Yeah, send me that one. We'll see.
Back home here, Georgia's open for business, man. So everything's open. We're one of the last states to close it down. We're wide open. The only thing you can't do is bars and nights clubs. I think restaurants this upcoming week are about to open dining rooms, and just like nothing happened. So hopefully everyone stays safe still. Yeah. I know where I'll be. I'll be right here. Just staying myself here.
I heard that a couple weeks ago. I was like, "Yeah, my Georgia's reopening." So I'm like, and I'm glad I don't live there anymore.
Right?
I'm like, I've been thinking, I'm like, what would I be doing? It was like 10 years ago this happened. I'm like, would I be itching? Like, oh man, I gotta get out. I mean, 10 years ago, we were, I almost say our age, but we were a little younger, so we was like a little more spry. I'm thinking like, I know my god brothers out here just like in these streets like a dummy. So I'm like, would I be doing the same thing? Like,
Well, if you think about it, 10 years ago, on Movie Mondays, what would we have been doing? We would have been preparing for the flag football game.
Right.
We would have been getting ready. So, I mean, obviously that was super important to us, then, just trying to win every game. But I don't know how we would have taken not being able to go out and play those games because that was our time just to be us, get out. So yeah, 10 years ago, I don't know what it would have looked like.
Before we get into all the topics today, make sure you guys follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Also follow Ryan and everybody else that pops up on today's call, and also make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. There's been a couple things that's popped up recently that I've been thinking about. Are you a fan of the John Wick series?
So it's funny. So I actually have not seen any of the John Wick movies, but I'm very aware as to the character and so forth. Right. And coincidentally, one of the Fortnite characters, the skins or whatever, was a John Wick skin. So I'm very, very aware of the character and so forth, and just that he's BA. Like you can just go out there and just make crazy stuff happen. So it's I know a little bit of it, and I know everyone has raved about those movies. And unfortunately, I've always kind of been somebody that if it's super popular and cool, sometimes I stay away from it just because that's the cool thing to do. But then like you go back and like you watch it and you're like, man, what was I thinking? Like, why did I wait so long? Scarface, perfect example. Obviously it was out when we were very little kids.
Right.
And everyone just juiced it up. I didn't see it until after we graduated high school. Never saw it. And then after I'm like, why did I wait so long to watch it?
I had never seen Jaws until like I want to say maybe 2.5 years ago, and I watched it. I was like, I feel like it was a good movie, but I guess the reason why I started the channel anyways to get people to go watch stuff in theaters. I feel like if I was seeing this like maybe in theaters, I would got maybe that same reaction people felt when they watched like certain things like Jurassic Park. When I saw the first Jurassic Park, I was a kid, seeing it in the theaters, like that was like mind blowing. Even look at it now, it's still like really good. So I saw it on this little TV, pretty much the size of my laptop. So I'm watching Jaws. I'm like, that was cool. I'm like, it was good, but I'm not terrified.
The interesting part about Jaws, because I was like you, I don't think I saw the movie in its entirety.
Yeah.
Until like a couple years ago. But I think knowing enough of the premises and everything of it, and then seeing little bits and pieces throughout, like I kind of knew what was happening and when it was happening. But I think you have to appreciate the type of movie that it was for the time that it was,
right?
Because things were different in the late 70s in terms of what was a horror movie,
right?
And so like it was like a real life thing. It's almost like how reality TV became like such a huge pop culture phenomenon. Like it started off one place and then it just excelled from there. So the horror genre, it didn't necessarily have to be this ghost or this demon or whatever to kill you. Hey, this real thing, it's there, it's in the water, and it's gonna F you up. But I think the biggest pull away from Jaws is we're gonna need a bigger boat. Like I mean that's a classic line from that movie. And you can just like throw it into anything you're doing in your life.
Yeah.
Like, wife comes home, got the groceries, girlfriend, whatever. Like, hey, I don't, where are we going to put all this? And it's like, I think we're going to vote. Like, you can just throw that line in there wherever you want to.
So pretty much with John Wick, I guess saying it without, it's not really spoiling it, but yeah, like the world has gotten like so big. John had to go see somebody pretty much without spoiling it. And
is that the Parabellum one?
Yeah, John Wick, yeah, 3 Parabellum, yeah. So pretty much he had to go see somebody, and you saw like ballerinas in the background like doing stuff. And so it's pretty much, I guess, spinning off from that, because I guess like the ballerinas are training like to whoop ass as well. Some wild stuff. But they thrown out the thing about doing that. And with the girl Chloe Grace Moretz, aka Hit Girl from the Kick-Ass movies, because we know she can throw hands. I'm interested in to see if they're really trying to pull this off. Trust me, you want to see the first John Wick, you're like, oh, I get it. I remember seeing it in theaters, and it was like me and maybe 10 other people. This movie was kind of cool, nice throwback action movie. I'm like, nobody's gonna see this. So I'm in the theater, I'm like, I walked out, I was like, that was a good ass movie, man, and nobody's going to see this. I'm like,
isn't that kind of what happened though? Like, didn't the first John Wick get released like a long time ago?
The first
and then like they all of a sudden like they dropped a second one, and then it was like one of those like underground phenomenons. Like people just like blew up about it. And like, oh, this movie's wild. And then that's how they rolled with 2 and 3.
Pretty much what it was. Like I feel like the numbers was pretty good, and it just like people kept watching, like people kept going back to theater. It was pretty much word of mouth. The numbers did better than they expected, so everybody was like, "Yo, we gotta make a sequel." So the sequel came out. People were like, they weren't super hyped, but people were like hyping us. So when the second one came out, and even better numbers, was like, yeah, we gotta keep building on this world. So I think when the second came out, it was like, yeah, we're definitely doing a spinoff TV show. And then third one came out, and they just blew it out the water.
Because that one movie trilogy that came out, and I meant to ask you about this the other day, where it's like Unbreakable, Glass, and then there's like one more.
Split was the second one.
Yeah, the first one was Unbreakable, right?
Yeah.
But that's like the same thing. I think I saw 2 or 3 of those on HBO or something like that, and I was like, man, there's a third one. Don't know where it's at. I've been meaning to get into those because I know that those are good movies.
Yeah.
But just finding them,
right?
That's sometimes the issue.
So you said you saw Unbreakable. You haven't seen Split or Glass?
I haven't seen any of them. That's the problem.
You haven't seen Unbreakable either?
No, I know premises of them.
Yeah.
And I think I came across it on HBO a couple weeks ago. So I think it's in their library. So it's definitely on the to-do list. I want to grab wife, watch a good movie. It's always nice that when you have those trilogy type movies or like the sequel movies, because when you get into one and you enjoy the story, the characters, and you're not ready for it to end, and the sequel's already available, it's easy. Like when you watched like the first Matrix, for instance, since we were on Keanu Reeves, you had to wait, 3-4 years for actually, no, it was longer than that, because I think it came out like 98 or 99. And the other one didn't come out till like 2003, 2004. You had to just wait. But you didn't know that you wanted it. But then when you got it, you're like, oh, man, you can watch them back to back. I guess it's the just the accessibility of it. I love just being able to sit down and just knock it all out right there.
Yeah, I didn't see Unbreakable first. I just saw Split because I heard about Unbreakable. I was like, it was a good, a good movie. Like Bruce Willis killed it. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And so I was like, I'll catch it at some point. I missed it when it came out in theaters. And then I just happened to go see Split. I was like, this looks crazy. I was like, M. Night Shyamalan? I'm like, is he back? Let's find out. I wanted to go see it. And I was like, that was nuts. And then like I remember being in theaters and just me just like knowing movies in general, like it was like a reveal and it was like, and I was like in the theater and a lot of people were like, oh, I was like, what? I was like, I think I get it too. I was like, damn, I should have seen it. Should have seen the other movie first. Damn, fam. So I saw it out of order, but I want to go back and I went back to go see it and I was like, yo, all right, okay, I'm really anticipating Glass. So
do you need to see him in order though? Is it that type of movie?
Not necessarily.
I know that Glass has all three of them though, so you obviously gotta wait for that one. But
so you can't don't see Glass unless you've seen the first two before. So yeah, you don't have to see it in order.
He got me on Village, and that's kind of when I was just like, I wasn't sold on him already. Not necessarily not sold, but like that's where he got me, and I was just like, man, you got me, like really. And so like I didn't want to get got again. Yeah. And then I saw some movie that he did with Paul Giamatti,
yeah.
And there was something like some dude had like a one arm that was like jacked, and I just remember being like so long. I don't even know the name of that movie. Just something with like a pool, and it got me.
I'm gonna say The Lady in the Water.
Something like that. Since that movie, I've just been done with that dude. So
a mystery guest popping in. Let's see. I hear sounds. I suppose it's my sister.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
Your lighting's terrible, by the way.
Wow.
Love, buddy. You guys haven't seen her in a while, but she's been on the channel a couple times. This is my sister, Brittany.
The Fab. Hey.
I guess. Anyway, she joined us. We haven't gotten to the topic yet. I had her for an exclusive topic, but I made an audible choice. Since my co-host isn't here at the moment, I don't know if he'll be joining us. Maybe stuck in traffic. I don't know. He's on a military base. It's weird up there. Who knows? But yeah, what were we talking about, Brittany? We were talking about the John Wick spinoff starring Chloe Grace Moretz. Have you seen any John Wick movies?
I mean, I've seen bits and pieces. Does it count if I've heard the whole entire movie from someone else?
Yeah,
I heard it was amazing.
Ryan hasn't seen it, so don't spoil it for him. So just leave it alone.
I'm not alone. Works. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go to the top. Like, there's no point in spoiling it. The next thing is they have a new Transformers movie coming out. I guess it's supposed to be they're trying to figure out if it's going to be a reboot or it's going to be starring another like Bumblebee-esque type of movie. Have you guys seen did you guys see the Bumblebee movie when it came out?
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty good. With Haley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other day, last week, I think I saw it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And Case is real big into Transformers right now.
Nice.
So I turned it on. I turned the Bumblebee on, and it caught my attention, but I had some other stuff going on. So what I liked about it from the very jump, it showed what we already knew about how his voice didn't work.
Yeah.
And it answered that question as to why it wasn't there.
Right.
But after that part, I saw a couple of clips with Cena in it because I think that was his movie that he was in.
Yeah.
It didn't look bad. It's something that I'd go back and watch.
Yeah, I think if you went back to go see it, I think you'll like it.
But I wasn't sure though because I know that we can't see John Cena, so I was looking for him, but
can't see me, dog.
Couldn't see him.
They can't see me.
Can't see him.
So if is he gonna be in the reboot or can we not see him?
Maybe both. I don't know. Well, the thing is, I was saying, so I don't know if they're doing another like Bumblebee like sequel type movie or they're doing like a reboot type of Transformers movie, and they're doing one. It might be Transformers Beast Wars. And did you watch that show back in the day? You remember that, the Beast Wars Transformers? Because that's how I didn't watch like the throwback 80s Transformers. I watched like Beast Wars Transformers, and that looked cool to me as a kid. I look at it now, it looks terrible.
I remember the cartoons, but I think I saw one episode, and I was just like,
Dang. Well, this is enough right there. I didn't see that, so.
Yeah.
Are they supposed to have a whole new cast, possibly?
I would guess they would have a whole new cast since it's Beast Wars if they do that one, or if they do a spinoff they do a sequel or a sequel type movie for Bumblebee. I guess you can bring Haley back, but it's kind of hard to say anything without spoiling it. It was a good time because the last Transformers movie I watched before that, I was like, all right, man, y'all got to do something else because I don't know what's going on, and I didn't care about anybody living or dying.
That was the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, he did two of them. Yeah, I saw the first one. I was like, after I saw the fourth one, I was like, ooh, man, it's getting rough.
That franchise is interesting because they've gone multiple different places with it. Like it peaked, the first one, and then like the second one was pretty good, and then there's kind of like a lull, and then I think it was like, was it Dark Side of the Moon? I think was like I don't know if that was the third or the fourth, but then there was like another uptick, and it was like, okay, there's new life, and then Marky Mark's introduced, and then it's like you don't know what's going on, and I don't know. The Wahlberg ones weren't terrible; they weren't my favorite, and so like I don't have anything against not seeing Bumblebee or anything that comes from it. If they do Beast Wars, I might be out.
You think Shia LaBeouf did a great job?
I know he did his Even Stevens thing or whatever, but wasn't that his thing? Like when he broke into the movies?
Yeah,
that was like his main thing.
Yeah, that was like
that's when he became a blockbuster hit.
And then Eagle Eye, and then he had a good run, and he might still have a good run.
We were talking about it last episode. We were talking about who would you like seeing being fan cast in the new X-Men for the MCU. Right when BG was about to say it, I was like, I know you're going to see. I guarantee I know you're going to say for Wolverine. He was like Shia LaBeouf. I was like, I freaking knew it. Act like he's shorter than Hugh Jackman, but he's not short. I was like, and all he has to do, he already works out. All he has to do is just keep getting bigger, and like he's in there. I'm like, he'd be dope for Wolverine. Like I can see him be Wolverine. I'm like, he might have another run. As far as Transformers though, I don't know, fam. Like I wasn't really interested in the first Transformers when it came out. When I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, this is like I didn't watch it, so I'm down to go see it. And I saw the trailer, and I was like, okay, this might be kind of cool. So Beast Wars, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it.
Yeah, so it's the reason why I jumped on that first Transformers, because I was like you, like, and I really wasn't like all in just because like, oh man, Transformers, I'm hyped. I'm not really like a car guy, but the Camaro that was Bumblebee in the original, that was the first time that we had seen the Camaro in production since like 1999 or 98 because they stopped making, or maybe it's early 2000s, but that was the first time because what GM would do is they would stop making a car. And so what people also miss in the Easter eggs, unless you knew about it, a lot of the GM concept cars are featured in those movies. Mm-hmm. So you didn't have to go to those Auto Trader things to see like the new cars. They were in the Transformer, not the Aveo, but the Chevrolet Spark. And then there's another car that's real similar. The real tiny cars. Remember the twins in the movie? And those were concept cars at the time, but they put them in production in Transformers. So that's kind of why I like those films, because it kind of intertwine two worlds. But if you do Beast Wars, I don't think I'm going to have Megatron Prime running outside my window. Like, that's not happening. That's a little bit further out for me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I could be a hot toy seller, and then maybe kids get more interested in animals. If you think about it, because you think about the car aspect, and like it did get people start buying Camaros out the ass after the movie came out, and other type of cars that Chevrolet was doing. So maybe kids, I'm like, oh, I want to learn about the cheetah or something crazy like that. I'm like, I'm not so me and animals not really my bag. I have my cousin, she just graduated, she wants to be veterinarian, so maybe it's about more veterinarians and other people who wants to like dig up bones and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe that
archaeologist. There we go.
Archaeologist. There you go. Like Indiana type shit. I don't know. We'll see. They're doing another G.I. Joe movie. They already had the Snake Eyes movie coming out, so that's kind of like this kind of spinoff / starting reboot point for it. So are you guys down to check that out? And are you guys down to check out the new G.I. Joe movie reboot? Because it's not going to be like with The Rock or Channing Tatum, like they're scrapping that because that didn't work out too well.
Yeah, I think I'll be down. I'm down for action packed. I'm a little sad Rock's not going to be on there, but I mean, it's fine.
You said who's not going to be in there?
You said The Rock.
Yeah,
Dwayne.
I mean,
Yeah.
I thought the sequel was cool, but for some reason, it didn't work out. I think the main reason it didn't work because they killed off Channing Tatum's character.
Wasn't Marlon Wayans in a G.I. Joe movie?
Yeah, he was.
He was, yeah. He was actually pretty good. So he's not going to be on there? That was kind of like one of his first serious roles, if not the only serious role he had. What movie was he in when he was serious?
The basketball one with Kadeem Harrison.
Above the Rim?
Yeah, it was a serious movie for him because he had to tell his brother, Anton.
But he was still a
let it
jokester,
go.
wasn't he?
Let
He
it go.
was like,
AK all the way, right? Isn't that the thing?
Yep.
all the way.
Yep. Man, I think he was in, I want to say Requiem for a Dream. Like he was playing like a drug addict in the movie. That was like his most serious like movie that he was in.
So early 90s,
Yeah.
Fox Kids, they're putting on cartoons. You'd have Ninja Turtles. So I'm rocking it. And then immediately after comes G.I. Joe. When G.I. Joe came on, I turned off. So I've not, this is a common theme you're going to hear. I do watch a lot of movies, but no, I didn't see any of those G.I. Joe movies because it goes back to Ninja Turtles. G.I. Joe comes on, I'm turning off. G.I. Joe movies, I'm not interested in. It's not my thing.
What about it wasn't your thing? You just didn't like G.I. Joe action figure?
Never had one, never had interest in it. Like it just, I don't know, like some kids, like when they're younger, they play like the army games and like they got like, the army kits and the camo pants. Not my thing. Like, nah, I'll dribble basketball. I'll play turtles with you, do my thing. Just, it wasn't my thing. So no knocking to people who love G.I. Joes or that franchise or whatever. Combat Carl, I think, I don't know, that's somebody from the Toy Story or another throwback to it.
It's Toy Story.
I can rock with Combat Carl, but that's about as far as I go.
Understandable.
The same thing I was saying about Transformers. Like when I saw I was like, they're making a G.I. Joe movie. I was like, I didn't watch it either. I didn't watch G.I. Joe. I'm like the trailer's good enough, and I go check it out. And I went to go see Anton. I went to go see it. I was like, yeah, that was pretty fun. Like I feel like it was a good, fun action flick. It was fun. Like they knew what they were doing. It's like we're taking G.I. Joe. You can't take it like super serious, but we're gonna try to take it, make it real enough for this super crazy technology is gonna happen. It's a fun time. I guarantee you watch it with your kids will be like, I like it, Dad. And you go see the second one, it was like, I like The Rock.
Oh, but I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's it about the movie. It was like, I like The Rock and I like the girl in the red. And Snake Eyes had knives.
That's it.
That's it. I watched the second, I was like, the story was blah. The spinoff, like the Snake Eyes movie is coming out. Like Snake Eyes is a cool ninja in the movies, so it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the trailer for me to get to see the movie, maybe for the G.I. Joe reboot. But at this point, I don't plan on seeing it unless I'm in it.
Turtles is on, it's off. There you go.
Yeah,
Next, there we go.
Turtles on, G.I. Joe off.
They're also talking about doing another, speaking of reboots, they're talking about doing Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. Except for obviously not starring Johnny Depp. They're talking about having my girl Karen Gillian, aka the redhead girl from Jumanji movies, aka Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy and the last, Avengers movies. She's supposed to be in the reboot. I don't know any other details, but would you guys be down to go check out another Pirates reboot? I just started watching, trying to rewatch the first. I remember I saw the first two, and after that I just fell off. So, have you guys seen any of the old ones?
I've seen bits and pieces. I need to go back, and we have all the movies, so it's kind of.
Yeah, I'm like crazy. My mom just loves buying movies. She's like, she bought a movie, and I'm like, she's
have
kind
all
of me a little. She's like, I'm just buying a movie, and she's buying it for she didn't see me buy the movie. I'm like, bought this? What you doing?
Never seen it. I want it. Let's get it. I don't know.
So
And Johnny Depp. So.
Funny part about the Pirates movie is I've actually seen those. So
okay.
a little change. But the way that I kind of came across them, it started off, like I was mentioning earlier, there was hype. Everyone said it's so cool. So I kind of stayed away. And then it's about the time the third one came in that I actually saw the first one. I really started to get in, like, not into it. Like, I'm not going to go cosplay as, pirates, not like that. But I really started to dig everything. The reboot part, I don't like. So, and it's no knock against
Karen.
Yeah, it's no knock against her. I just think that Pirates of the Caribbean as a franchise is vague enough that you don't need to reboot anything. You can just have, like, I guess, a canonized story.
Right.
Like, you don't need to go back and change anything about Captain Jack Sparrow. I mean, think about it. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. So maybe Sparrow's over here hanging out in this part of the Caribbean, and then this story's over here. Like, you don't have to go back and erase. I hope they don't change too much of the lore of what we know of Jack Sparrow. Johnny Depp absolutely killed it. And when I read about how he came into that character, Disney actually wanted him to be like this goofy pirate.
Yeah.
They wanted him to be very, very goofy. And he was very, like, adamant that he wanted to be more like the dude from the Rolling Stones, the look of it or whatever. Can't remember his name, but that's where he got the inspiration from it.
Yeah.
And Depp fought so hard for that character, that look, and that's who we came to know and love as Captain Jack Sparrow. So I'm in for a new movie. I just hope they don't go back and erase the lore that is of Depp and
all of them though. You seen like 4 or 5 of them. You seen, dang, wow, yeah, okay. And you like all?
It got a little wonky. I think at the second one, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
But the one that I really like is like at World's End. I think that's the one where they spend half the movie trying to find Jack. Yeah. And then like it comes like this upside down thing. Like, I was in for the whole ride. It was really wild to see Barbossa go through the background of it and change, throughout the whole thing, from like being like the super bad guy to then being like like an off bad guy, and then he just slowly ingrained himself into the lore. But I'm in for a new one. Just please don't erase what was undone. Similar to like Star Wars, how the new Rey series, how they didn't go back and like disrupt anything with like Luke and Vader and all that.
Right.
They paid
have your story. Just don't go back and.
I can see him like you say like I think that'd be dope.
But having Karen in, I think, is going to inject some life into it.
Yeah.
Because she's badass. Like, she's cool. Very good actor, or actress rather. But I think she can do good things with that. I'm in. Turtles on. She comes on next. I'm in.
Shirts available soon.
What about you, Brittany?
I mean, I can't say that, as elegant and beautiful as you just did, but yeah, I mean, from what I could see, I am a fan of Johnny Depp, and he did really good with that character, Jack Sparrow. So, I mean, I agree with what he's saying. Like, don't like erase pretty much like his character, kind of like change it up, but still kind of pay like homage to like him, and then maybe like continue the story instead of like reboot it. And that might be interesting. Because, I mean, Pirates of the Caribbean have a lot of fans. Like, people really like that movie. Or whatever it's called, the series.
It's one of the most popular rides at Disney World.
Yeah, it is.
Like, and it's wild. Like, when we went last summer, we did a little fast pass for that ride. We rode it like 4 times because the kids loved it.
Oh, I heard that ride, yeah.
And it's not anything like crazy or whatever, but like, the universe it's huge. Now, the one beef that I have about that entire thing, and this is super off topic, out of the entire park at Disney, that is the only shop, the Pirates of the Caribbean shop, the only one that had any call out to Coco. There was a very small section for Coco, and that was it. And I was like, you're telling me that this movie was such a big hit, and you literally have a small end cap at Pirates of the Caribbean, and it was it. And there was like, it was small, and I was like, man, that's disheartening. And I slept on that movie for a long time too, but that is honestly one of my favorites.
What, Coco?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, soundtrack was so good.
I saw that in the theaters, and that was like one of those weird times. I'm me, a grown big black man.
Yeah, I was about to say, how did you? One ticket for Coco, please.
Sitting like
Go.
I'm sorry, sir. What did you say?
I do.
Did you shed a tear? That's all we didn't know.
I'm really sees hell at the end of the movie. I was like, oh God, like what is happening, Lord? No.
My eyes.
Yeah. RJ was going to be Miguel this year for Halloween. Because he's got a red hoodie. He was going to do it, but the weather got real shitty, so we didn't even go out trick or treating. So we didn't do it. So he was down, so cute. but nah. It would have been good, pay heritage to the Mexican. Mexican heritage.
This is finally joining us, the co-host of the channel. We've been talking about 7 hours.
Hey, better late than never, man. Better late than
never.
What
up, y'all? What up?
Hey.
Make some noise for G. Man, so yeah, we were talking about
I'm so late.
No worries. We were just talking about just different topics. We were talking about Pirates and the Pirates reboot. Have you watched any other Pirates movie?
Nope.
Well, they're talking about rebooting it with AKA Nebula, AKA Karen Gillian. And Ryan was like, yo, as long as they don't mess up like what they did before and they kind of do how they did with like Rey's character in Star Wars, like that kind of dope. So Ryan said he enjoyed all of them. So I've been planning on going back and trying to like rewatch them. So would you be down for a reboot even though you haven't seen any of the other joints?
Well, I'm gonna say yeah, just because I like Nebula's character. I mean, I don't know if that is related in any way, but I think when I actually saw her without all the get up, I was like, dang, she's actually pretty. So I guess that like is a test to how good she acts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All redhead, can't go wrong.
Okay. Are there any movies that you guys have revisited during lockdown? Was there anything you guys had a chance, like, you know what, let me watch this? Like, so I've been going back through and trying to catch up. Like I said, the Pirates movie. I saw the first one. I haven't watched the other ones. Me and my girl have been watching like all the MCU movies. Like right now, we just got finished watching The Winter Soldier. We're going through like how it was released. So going back and watching those. We watched the Harry Potter movies because I saw like the first 2 or 3. No. So she was like, "You are tripping! You watch all of them." So we watch those. Have you guys watched anything like that, or any movie just in general that you guys like? I'm gonna watch this again because I haven't seen it in a while, and I need to refresh my memory. Or I just love this movie that much. I need to watch it again.
I mean, for the one girl representing in this group, shout out. Twilight. I'm a very big Twilight fan. I'm just saying. So I will watch the whole thing again to refresh my memory because I love it that much. That's one thing I watch. Harry Potter, I might give it a try. That's crazy. I had all the books and everything. Never really read it. Never really watched Harry Potter. I've never been a fan. So I might give it a try, just see what it's about. Yeah, my boyfriend likes Harry Potter. I don't like Harry Potter.
Like, aren't those movies at the house?
They are at the house. Nobody told you to bring that part up. Those Pirates of the Caribbean. That I might give a shot.
Here's the best part. So I've got all the movies and all the books, but I didn't really see the movies or read the books. Well, after the first movie or the first book, why didn't you just keep getting them?
Right.
I got them up over there. They look real good, but never open.
Yeah, they look good, but
I don't like the first.
Not for me. Mama just like buying stuff, so it's just add to the collection. I don't know.
What about you, Ryan? Have you watched or revisited anything with just yourself or maybe you and the family?
Well, I mean, quarantine, man. So, of course, you're watching stuff. But it was super nice to go back. So, shout out, I believe, to a movie review that you and Brittany did, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I believe that was y'all two.
Yeah.
So, I never saw it except for during quarantine. So, what we started doing is we came across Godzilla, King of Monsters, me and the kids. Sarai, we're all watching it. Bam. Oh, this is actually really good. So what got confusing, though, was when the main character, that guy, how there was the call out to how, like, his son was dead and Godzilla did it. And so, like, I was like, oh, that must be in the first Godzilla movie. The one with, what's his name from Breaking Bad?
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, like, I got to go back and see this because I'm going to get the answer. I was a little disappointed that it wasn't connected at all. The one thing that connected it was Monarch, and then, of course, King Kong, or Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
So Sarai and I, we had seen it before. It was on HBO. We watched it, and then we introduced the kids to it. it's amazing to watch kids of 7, 5, and 3 just lock in. Yeah, we're great parents. We let them watch graphics. We do that. But, they lock in, and they were just allured by it. And it's got me really anticipating the Kong versus Godzilla that is allegedly supposed to be coming out in November. I hope it still sticks to that because
he got pushed back. I think so. Maybe that was a pushback today. I haven't checked into it because we watched King of Monsters. I want to say late last year, and I was like, yeah, it was like it looked spectacular. Like I don't think I really cared about anybody, so I think that's what kind of like this one. I was like, I don't care. It looks cool, so I was like, am I anticipating them fighting? I didn't.
Dude, I dove in. So we watched all of them, and then I started researching. I'm like, oh man, the fourth one is going to be Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah.
When we saw Kong, allegedly he was still growing. Is what they told us.
Yeah.
And so we hear that, and that I think was in like the 50s or 60s.
Yeah. I think so, like the 70s. I want to say it's like maybe early 70s. I think.
Yes. So like they say that he's supposed to be bigger, and that's how he's going to match up. Yeah. And I think there's like an old school one from Japan that they did, like Kong and Godzilla.
Yep.
And I think everybody expected Godzilla to win, but King Kong won. So I think they said they were going to reverse it in this next film. May is a big lizard that shoots electricity and gets blown up by a nuke. How does that lose?
Good point.
So I'm pumped for it, and those are the movies that we revisited and connecting with the family and stuff. Like that's cool. Stupid movies, but it's just cool just to get those up.
What you got, G?
Yeah, wasn't Nebula in Skull Island?
No,
actress.
Marvel.
Nope. You're thinking of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that was Brie Larson. She was in there.
She was the photographer.
You haven't seen anything like she been. You ain't paid attention. She been in a lot of stuff. Yeah, that was her.
And Loki was also in Skull Island.
Yep.
And it's funny because we were sitting there, and I was telling Sarai when we were watching it again, I was like, "Yo, right there, that's Captain Marvel. Yo, that's Loki." Like they did movies in Marvel, and here they are.
Didn't Star-Lord and Nebula do a movie? Wasn't it like Jurassic Park or something? Weren't they? Star-Lord was like the T-Rex tamer, right?
No, it's not her. That's not her. That's Dallas Howard.
Mm.
Yeah, Mike. See, you're saying all white people look alike, man. That's not fair.
Isn't it?
I don't look alike.
Hey, man, it happens. It happens.
Movies I've revisited, man.
Good recovery.
I don't really have any. I mean, I feel like every time I go to be like, you know what, I'm gonna watch some TV. Maze Runner is on, and I want to like rip my eyes out. I'm like, oh my god, I hate this movie. I was just talking to Brian about. He's like, man, it's like first Maze Runner. I'm like, bro, no, I hate.
You hate Maze Runner?
Oh man, it was just too much going on, man. Like, and then you add commercials in there, and it's just like so boring. I was like, oh man, like.
Also, like, you're not getting the whole thing anyway because you're watching on TV, so they cut out like 10 minutes, like each scene. So we gotta fit this for 2.5 hours. Cut it out. Like, so I'm like, you're not getting the whole thing.
I cannot watch a movie that's on TV like that. Like it's so watered down.
It is,
and then it's so long.
Time. Yeah, don't watch Titanic on TV.
It took me so long.
Right? Yeah, be sweet.
Like I couldn't watch
it. You still on?
Play them on TBS, but I knew they was throwing commercials in there, and it would be the same thing. So I never watched the whole Star Wars movies until like December when I finally watched the first or the original 3. Like TV movies on TVs with commercials don't work because you're like. I gotta wait, and I'm like, I missed that didn't happen in my soul. Because you finally see like the whole thing's like, wait, that didn't happen in my soul. I'm like, yeah, you watch it on TV.
I've actually seen the Star Wars movies in what we'll call the correct order, in terms of numerical. So like I saw episode 1 in 01, episode 2, 3, then I watched 4, 5, 6, and then I saw the very first Rey movie, but I haven't seen it.
People hated the second one. I didn't mind it, and the third one was a good time. I mean, it ended how I kind of expected it ended, like without giving a spoiler away. And also had something I was like, I knew it was going to happen with a lightsaber.
Hey, Nick Fury's in those movies, or is that Falcon?
That's Nick Fury.
I'm just kidding.
But funny thing about Falcon, and I told Brian,
Black Panther. Who's that?
I didn't realize that Falcon was also Clarence from 8 Mile. And when I saw it, I was like, yo, it's him. And I was like, how did you go from this guy to like Clarence, you know, he's got two good parents. You know, you like Clarence you don't like. And then you see Falcon and you're like, man, Falcon's cool as shit. Like, oh man. That was mind blowing to me. And Brian, and I remember I hit him up and he's like, yeah, it's him. Like just like stone face, just like, yeah, you didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a fan of Anthony Mackie from what's the movie? It was him, Kerry Washington, and it was Spike Lee joint. And it's pretty much like he was like he needed to make money, and so he was like having sex with.
Look at Brittany. She's like, I ain't seen this movie.
Yeah, I'm so mad. I'm going blank on the name, but he was like having sex with women, and then some of they were like paying him to get them pregnant.
Oh,
what is that?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What is it, Ryan? What is it?
The name I don't know, but I remember coming across that.
Anthony Mackie.
I didn't know that was
Gigolo. Confused.
I did not know that was him.
He was in like a Gigolo movie.
Yeah.
What's the name of the movie? She Hate Me. It's called She Hate Me.
She Hate Me.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Never
That
heard.
came out.
Yeah, it came out like in 2004. I saw it, and I mean mainly because I was young and I saw like good-looking women get naked. So that was like
I'm in.
It was Spike Lee. I was in, and then I was in because Spike Lee joint, and I just thought it was a crazy movie. Like he was I guess he considered him a gigolo, but then I don't know without spoiling it.
It had a lot of people in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Woody Allen.
It had like a lot of familiar faces in there, but that was a good movie.
You
I was
too?
him for a while, so
Vibrant thing.
yeah.
I don't think that's Woody Allen. That's Woody Harrelson. Those are different actors, but just putting that out there.
Wild movies. Tom Cruise.
Oh.
In a movie with the help of Elon Musk. I've been joking about this for a while, but he's doing something crazy. He's trying to shoot a movie, the whole thing in space. Anybody's thoughts? Because I joked, I was like, next time you see Tom Cruise, like he keeps trying to elevate himself. Next time you see him, he's gonna be in a movie. He's just gonna fly. He's gonna levitate for like 3 minutes in the movie, and that's gonna be like the whole. Might be a short film, and it's gonna go off because he keeps doing stuff like physically that you're not supposed to be doing, like or you shouldn't be thinking about doing. Like in the new Top Gun sequel, he learned how to fly a fighter jet. I'm like, why are you doing this, Tom Cruise? So I'm like, he believes
He's like 55 years old.
Yeah, so I'm like, he believes himself so much, he's going to fly in a movie. So now he's trying to shoot a movie entirely in space.
Good luck.
Bananas.
How?
Elon Musk is supposed to be not as
already have a movie.
aka not as cool as Tony Stark. So him and Tom Cruise are teaming up to shoot the movie. That's all I got. That's all I heard. I was like,
and if they just slap Mission Impossible label on it, then
there you go.
See.
Mission Impossible, Mission Space.
Yeah, man.
I think if they pull this off, like that's what either Mission Impossible or do. Like it's gonna be the race to space first. It's gonna be either Mission Impossible or it's gonna be Fast and the Furious. Who's going to space first in their sequels?
If they make one more Fast and Furious.
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be Hobbs and I don't know. I lost count. Like it's like the 15th movie. So
they're fighting COVID and Dodge Challengers.
Why do they keep making these?
They had a submarine in like 3 movies ago, right? They were driving over a submarine that was like
yeah, and it was breaking the ice. Yeah. Didn't the Rock throw a missile in one of them?
Like he grabbed a missile. He's like,
dude.
Like he shocked it. I was like, what is happening? Like, yeah. So
The Rock picked up a gun too off of a perfectly functional gun mount and was like, I think I should just hip fire this. Seems more effective, right? At a helicopter, right? Like,
I was like, wow. I'm like, yeah, these dudes. So yeah, I'm thinking number 10. Yeah, but they're gonna shoot down microverse, like kind of like Ant-Man, and they're gonna learn how to fight COVID, and they're gonna basically
we went somewhere. I didn't know we were going with that.
Oh man, that's it. Like, what's left, man? What's left? There ain't nothing else left.
Well, we got Dom's brother trying to kill him, John Cena. But I do know this though, and this is a call out to earlier. So it's supposed to be Dom's brother or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the reason why we didn't see him in the first 8 movies is because John Cena, man, we couldn't see him for 8 movies. Now he's out. Dom's gonna look at him and be like, "I don't know where you've been. I just can't see you."
There's no way they have parents, man. There's no way.
If Cena was smart, and I'm not saying that he's not, but if you think about it, the way that The Rock has implemented the people's eyebrow in almost every movie, because they know Cena needs to do it, like incorporate it some way. Because this is what and so you got your eyebrow, like
you got a lot of money for it. And
so bam, he should just do a call out to it.
I mean,
just do it.
Only way I see that he can't do that is like maybe the WWE is like, nah, that's ours. Even though if you did it, we own that. Cause maybe The Rock had a better contract and was like, nah, fam, like I own this eyebrow. I'm doing this eyebrow thing. Like maybe something like WWE was like, nah, you do this anywhere else, you can cut your hand off in the middle of the night.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the gesture itself, but I mean, I don't know.
I think it's a brilliant idea. Like I never thought about that, but yeah, that'd be fire. Anytime you see him, he'd be like, "What's up?" I'm like, "I'm out." Mm-hmm. Like I'm getting out of here. Jazz hands, kiss my ass.
Yeah. What if he didn't say?
Yeah, he can like change him. He can like be somebody else.
What if he just didn't say, "You can't see me," and he would just be like, "All right." Yeah. He just said, like, he just does it. He can't stop the gesture.
Han. That's how Han came back. It's really John, but he did this face.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When I saw that in the movie, I was like, all right. So Han dies. Cool. Then we go back in time and insert Tokyo Drift and he's dead again. And then now he's back and he's just eating the popcorn like, yeah, I'm back.
What's up, guys? Yeah. There's a coincidence, like if you date Wonder Woman, you come back from the dead. Secret Agent in the first one, that
Steve Trevor, Chris Pine,
the spy.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of coming back, they're doing a live action movie of Hercules from the Disney movies. You
already know. I know this.
You were supposed to come out.
Yeah.
Big Disney fan.
Weekend stupid. The virus messed everything up, so I feel like thank you.
Who's supposed to be Hercules?
Damn thing. So they're doing a Hercules live action movie. Main reason I had my sister pop in is because she's a Hercules fan, and I mean I enjoyed the movie as well. And I just want to know, what was your fan cast? Who would you like to see in the new live action version of the Hercules movie?
The Rock.
Yep. He already did Hercules.
Yeah, he already did Hercules.
Bring him back.
Part 2. Yeah.
Should definitely be Jonah.
Like they should have The Rock back as Hercules. Kill him like they did Channing Tatum's character in G.I. Joe. Just kill him and just reboot Hercules right there. Like, you know what? Boom. Like they should be real meta with it. Just murder him and just like make him from clay as a new Hercules. See, we just did that. Yeah, because that movie was terrible. It was dry and boring. And I hated The Rock's hair.
Because he wasn't really like Hercules, right? He had like...
No, he was Hercules. He was boring. He was like, we don't be the Hercules, but I'm be like the tactician war stuff. I was like, Rock, nobody came to see that. We came to see you fight a Hydra. You did that in 10 minutes and then you did some stupid ass war shit. Nobody cared about that. That movie was right. I went to sleep in that movie for 15 minutes and woke up on like, why am I still here? Anyway, Brittany, to your cast, do you have anybody in mind playing Hercules and Meg and the little...
oh my gosh, Meg. It's a very hard character to play. But since we're breaking barriers, because Ariel, there's going to be a black Ariel. I would stretch and possibly say Zendaya could possibly be Meg. I'm thinking. Okay. I had the discussion before with some other people. They were talking about Camila Cabello, but she can sing her head off. I don't know if she can act though. She's a good one just by how she looks. I think she could.
Wait, is it going to be a musical? Did I miss that part?
Yeah, announced it. So I feel like with Aladdin, like the Aladdin movie,
yeah,
movie without having some musical aspects into it. So I feel like this Hercules movie, you gotta have a little bit of the same thing. Like the Mulan movie is a little more serious, so you don't need the music. You can have like the instrumentation of it. But Hercules, you need some singing in that joint. That's a tip up.
You're ruining my concentration. What the heck? Slow motion orange. I was like,
I'm eating every video, I swear.
can you see this or not? Now, Hercules, I think they should have someone kind of more young looking, because that's really what he was. Realistically, he was like a young god. I'm thinking Jonah. I cannot remember his name.
Jonah Hill.
He's
Jonah
getting big.
Hercules.
From the Fosters.
Jonah Hill.
No, Jonah Hill.
He kept saying Jonah.
From
So I'm like, he kept saying Jonah. I'm like, hey, you can transform, you know.
Right, yeah.
He can do it.
Definitely not.
There's a black Ariel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
there's
missed
gonna be
that?
a black hair, Ariel, Haley.
You have red.
She don't get her hair wet, man.
You have red dreads, fam.
That don't even add
I'll
up.
do a lace.
Fire.
Noah. I'm sorry, I keep saying Jonah. It's Noah Centineo. He's been in like the Foster as well. So he's been in he's been in a lot of stuff off of Netflix. He's been getting big off of that on movies. I think he would be a great fit for that. Like he can like, you know, get buff a little bit, but he's young, he's good looking, full of ladies. And
would they have
he can do a voiceover for singing.
We
I
got
don't know
surprise
if
guest.
but
Ooh.
Noah is a good
What about Army Hammer? Like they had him try to like be in starring things.
What's that? MC Hammer.
Army
Who's
Hammer.
it? Oh.
Like,
rap clone.
he was the Lone Ranger. That movie was Cheeks. I didn't watch it, but of course, he's good looking. I feel like he might fit the bill. He might be a little too old.
And what's his name?
Army Hammer.
MC Hammer.
Hammer.
All right. Are you saying
Oh, he's a little too polished for me. I don't know. He's always wearing a suit. That's not how Hercules was. He had his nipple out, half the shirt. You know who this is.
What are you talking about?
Army Hammer?
Army. Let me share my screen with you.
I'm looking at him. Share your screen. Yeah, that's one. Look at him. No.
For Hercules?
Hercules? No.
No, I mean, I can see it. I can see
he
like
is. He's older.
click on that picture like right like up some B with the beard and like the longer hair.
Yeah, he's Hercules' uncle. He ain't nobody.
What if he's Zeus?
I mean, he's nice looking. Type in who I said. Noah. I don't know that man name.
Jonah. You said Noah Jonah.
I said Jonah. I did say Jonah. He gonna talk. My gosh. Can he not be Hercules? You're Hercules. You are.
He could be a young Hercules too.
Yes, he could. All he needs is a little stubble. He's old enough. Yeah.
Hercules didn't have no beard, fam. He don't need no beard. He just need to work out.
Work out. I mean, Hercules didn't have no beard, but
I can see it. Maybe.
I can see it.
And Zendaya and him kind of.
Anybody else that you thought of?
Oh, he had a beard.
we take a moment to appreciate that guy's name is Army Hammer?
Yeah, Hammer.
Wow.
He beating up stuff.
Army.
I
was like.
Oh, what else has he been? Oh, he's 6'5". Jeez, okay. He tall.
Noah or Army, he's 6'5".
Mm-hmm. But
perfect.
Noah's tall too. I feel they're about the same height, I think.
You know, they should get Roman Reigns to play Hercules because it's The Rock's cousin, and since The Rock played it, it only makes sense just to put his cousin in and just roll with it. I mean, here we go. Problem solved.
Now, Hercules isn't anything without the gospel group, the goddesses.
Okay, all right.
And people haven't been talking about that a lot. No shade. She's the best. But I don't want to hear nobody say Beyonce. She shall not be on this. She already ruined my childhood with Lion King.
Why would Beyonce get back in the girl group? She hasn't gone back with Destiny's Child. Why the hell would she lead 3 other girls?
Why was she Nala? But, I digress.
Was the lead. I'm saying, why would she join a group and not be? Why would she be in a movie and not being like the lead?
I'm just saying. Somebody might try to throw that out there and have her like the leader or something. I'm like, this is not your place. So sorry. But one of my people I definitely think should be in it is Amber Riley. She's super talented. She can act and sing. She's mainly known for Glee. I think she would be great. Some people might oppose it, but I think she'd be a great fit. We already know she killed it in Dreamgirls. Jennifer Hudson. You know, good girls like that. I mean, she might as well use her voice because I love her, but nobody's gonna buy her album. So this is a way to get that out there. That's her.
Didn't Beyonce kill it in Dreamgirls too?
Ryan, we were cool. We were cool. Me and my cousin. We've been fighting over that. You know,
I'm just
last
saying.
time I checked, she didn't get that Oscar. Jennifer Hudson did, but you know, no shame. She was all right. Listen, you know, we listened.
I put this out. The title card's gonna be Beehive Hate. So everybody, and I'm like, fast forward.
The only way I can get it out because all my friends love Beyonce. So I'm not trying to get jabbed by them.
Have like she hates the Beehive in 3, 2, hates Beyonce 1.
I'm not getting attacked.
Clickbait and letting you guys know in advance.
Hey, I like it. I like it.
I'm like, Monday. I hate on Beyonce. Beyonce ain't shit. That's me the title.
She's talented. Can she act? Not really. Can she sing? Of course. Should she be in Hercules? Absolutely not. I would not. Another one a lot of people haven't mentioned a lot about, but I think she is because she's already been a princess. So why not be a goddess? Anika Noni Rose, who is also known for being the first Black princess, Princess Tiara.
Princess and the Frog, right?
Yeah. And she was also in Dreamgirls, so we all already know she can sing and she can handle her own. So I think she has like a nice balance because we know Jennifer Hudson hollers and she can be like, kill it. So it's like three of them so far that I think.
Do you guys remember the Hercules movie though? You guys remember watching that or even caring about that one back in the day?
Kinda. I mean, I remember
it's under the radar, but it's an awesome movie.
The WB version of Hercules.
WB.
You talking?
What was his name, man?
Yeah, Kevin Sorbo. You talking about the one that used to come out like right before Xena back in the day?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about?
Oh yeah, that was USA Network, wasn't it?
It was UPN. That was a WB. You know, what's the problem?
Like Saturday, like 2:00 randomly. Like
we're showing our age right now.
It was a new Hercules episode, or like
USA.
On the title card, you should put plus 18B. Like it's for mature audiences only.
Mature as an old.
What is that?
It'll be like UPN Xena.
I remember Xena Princess Warrior, right?
Yep.
For some reason, I thought that was on USA though.
I feel like it was. Like I said, it was just on random channels. Like nobody knew when it came out.
They played on several.
It was one of Disney movies that was good. It was cool, but it didn't like blow it out the water. Like I feel like people don't really talk about it as much. I think if you guys like rewatch it, especially Ryan, since you have kids, like your kids saw it and your kids were like, oh, that was cool.
I want to say that this came out like this was like the post Aladdin era.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Like Aladdin dropped, and then like this was like the next one. And I just remember thinking like I rocked with Aladdin. Maybe Pocahontas was in this like area too.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember it was kind of like dull for me. And then like Toy Story came out, and then like Monsters. So like there was like that second like wave. So I feel like this is one of like the last true animated that Disney did before they went into like the Pixar style of animation.
Yeah.
So I never saw it. Like I knew what it was. It never interested me.
What was his story again? What was Hercules trying to do? Or
strongest man in the world, basically. And his dad was Zeus. Am I correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
but like, what was his? Was he like trying to get back up to like Olympus?
He was pretty much he was trying to find where he belonged. Like he really didn't fit in heavens and he didn't fit on earth, so he was trying to find, and then pretty much he like met a trainer and started getting strong and pretty much became a superhero and pretty much got the blessing from his father to become, part of the gods or whatever. But it was pretty much him trying to find himself throughout, and while trying to find himself, he found love. What's the short guy that's half human, half goat? Who plays this character?
His name is Ralph.
Danny DeVito.
Ralph in real life?
Yeah, no, that's not his name.
half goat.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
His name was Phil. His name was Phil.
Danny DeVito.
His name was Phil.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. Thank you. I know his name.
I didn't even know that, and I said it because like I'm looking at a picture of the Hercules cartoon, and I think they drew that dude to look like him.
It looks
like
him.
Look like him.
That's
and
what
you're
they
like,
do with a lot of the characters.
damn, that's Danny DeVito.
They should really have Danny DeVito in the live action. Like, it'd be
You just
perfect.
bring him back as Phil. Like, just be your short old self, and we're gonna.
Isn't Danny like 90 years old?
That is wild because when I was watching the second Jumanji or Next Level, and I saw Danny DeVito, and I was telling Soraya, I was like, holy crap, like this dude started in Taxi in the 70s, and this dude is still going, and he's looked old in that movie, but I think they made him do that.
Yeah.
But man is old, and he's a true professional in his craft. Like,
We love it. I said his name wrong earlier, but he should be Hades. Who did I say earlier? I said Woody Allen.
I don't know.
Whatever. His first name is Woody. So
Ryan helped you
Woody
out.
Harrelson?
yeah,
That's his name?
Woody
He
Harrelson.
could be Hades.
Woody Harrelson.
Harrelson? Yeah, he could be Hades. I mean, Hades is a blue guy, and I think he could play that. I don't know. I think of Hunger Games because just like his personality and like the characters he plays, he's pretty diverse.
Yeah,
It's Hades. Since you said
Who?
it was Lenny Kravitz. I'm just throwing random stuff out there now.
Lenny Kravitz.
I'm just throwing random stuff.
Lenny Kravitz could be in the movie.
The blackest place ever. I want the Hercules movie to premiere on BET Origins. To direct it. I want Tyler Perry to star as Hercules. I want to star as Hades. And Zeus, I can't even finish it.
I mean, this will be a stretch, but since you're throwing out haymakers and wild cards, you know who they should get for Hades? Danny Trejo. Make that dude blue, and boom, there we go.
Oh my
Get
God!
Machete in there.
What are y'all doing? Y'all are murdering my movie.
the oldest Hispanic on the planet.
Oh my gosh!
But take a look at him and then look at the blue
really
dude and match it up and be like, man, that's Machete is Hades. Like, people would jump on that all over.
He could be the horse.
Pure leather and arrow. Isn't that the same dude? Isn't that Cisco's girlfriend's dad? Isn't that him?
Yeah. They should have Tyrese.
Halloween or something.
They should have Tyrese as Hercules.
Yeah, because he's looking for roles. He's upset that The Rock got spin-off movies.
Yeah.
He's only got one movie in 15 years, remember?
He's got a bionic arm. What's that movie again?
Morbius. Yeah. They should have. We're premiering our Hercules on BET Plus. Tyler Perry is directing. Actually, he might play all the roles.
No.
We're off the rails.
Killed my movie.
Thank God for editing, right? Like, can you imagine if these were live?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm keeping some of this in here. Well, guys, I don't know if Brittany you have any more about the Hercules cast anymore? I can't think of any other characters I care about.
I mean, those are the main people. Besides the little even demons. I mean, they could have because they were funny. So you have to have someone that's funny or fun. I would say Key or Peele or something, only because they did really funny in Toy Story 4. And so,
it was like this little red and blue dude.
Oh, so just two?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they pretty much had brought the humor in it. But yeah, the only two I could think is Key and Peele. Was that Key and Peele? Yeah, because I just recently saw Toy Story 4, and they were those stuffed animals, and they really had me laughing.
No, they should have Jonah Hill and Michael Cera just play their roles from Superbad and just throw that in there.
It could. I love Jonah Hill.
They're gonna be on the Tyler Perry.
Think of him from Django.
Get Michael Keaton to do it, man.
My ass.
Michael Keaton as Zeus or as
I don't matter. Just put him in a role and he's gonna kill it.
That's true. That's very true.
What's actually interesting though, I know we're off the rails, but with Michael Keaton, if you ask a majority of Hollywood actors who their favorite actors, they all say Michael Keaton. The dude is he's like a legend. It's almost like Anthony Hopkins. People look at that man De Niro even. But man, Michael Keaton, man, he kills roles, man. He was He was Ken in Toy Story 3, and he rocked it. Funny, you can relate anything back to Toy Story, man.
Yeah.
Toy Story was pretty good.
Well,
then you got the daddy, but
I think your movie closed, Brittany.
Brittany, maybe we'll come back to fan casting another time. Off the rails. This has lasted long.
Y'all off the rails. These people y'all are throwing out. You got this Hispanic man. I don't even know.
You know Machete.
I know him. I just saw his face, but I'm like, what's he gonna do in this movie?
He's gonna be Hades.
Yeah.
They should have. From talking about it, they should have Vivica A. Fox as Hercules' mama.
Who?
Why do you want this?
Get out!
It's so black.
No, he's gonna like change the whole dynamic of this movie. I'm not
The movie's so black.
Hercules come out.
Might as well put Monique in here. No.
What's happening?
And Carrie Hilson in there with the stank face.
No, what's her name? The big girl, the one that had like the hit song. Like she had it, like she released it like 2 years ago, and then it came out, and she was at the Lakers game, and she had like her ass out. Who am I thinking of?
Oh no! Oh, I know. You're talking about the one that's twerking and popping. I get my nails done, Lizzo. No.
Yes, they should put her
Why
in there.
you haven't saying that? I don't know if she can act. She would be too much. She gonna come in there with stars on her nipples, and she just better not be for kids.
Well, if she's doing that, she's Ursula for Little Mermaid.
Yeah, she probably could be her.
I got it. For the role is Meg. The lead is Meg. Meg the Stallion. Meg the Stallion.
Oh gosh.
This movie is gonna flop.
This is so plain. This is what you're doing to this movie. You're setting so plain. This is crap because that movie sucked, but
this movie's gonna be so trash.
I'm gonna be twerking the whole time.
It's gonna be like the next Sharknado, and it's just gonna catch fire, and everyone's just gonna want more.
Horrible.
No, we got a bunch of
watching it.
People gonna go see it just to see how bad.
First time ever on the big screen, we get the homie, our bro Dre as Hercules. Actually, getting him a lead role.
We could do that.
I'm thinking outside the box, baby.
You have hair.
I'm trying to cultivate stuff.
There's your start, man. Like you get the role, you run with it.
On his head.
Right.
Never know.
And the next thing you know, you're on Snakes on a Plane 3.
Yeah.
That was a good time. My stomach hurts from laughing so much. Man, that was another episode of Movie Mondays. I want to thank everybody for hopping on. Got to thank my hidden guest, aka my sister Brittany, for coming back to the channel, hopping on the episode. Got to thank the homie Ryan for coming back and hopping on an episode as well. Make sure you follow both of them on social media. Follow Ryan on Twitch. He's a gamer. He's doing the damn thing. And I got to thank my co-host, Better Late Than Never, G, for coming through and doing the damn thing as well. Man, you guys can like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow myself. Instagram, all that good stuff. If you like this episode of Movie Mondays, cool. If you didn't, man, stop playing. Get down Movie Mondays. It is your boy, Movie Messiah, Base 5. Let's ride.